Hi, I'm Lauren with New Media Rights. Today we're interviewing Edmund McMillen, developer of Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, and Ether, among other many awesome games. Hello, Edmund. Thanks for coming today.
Hello. It's good to be there. Here.
So tell us a bit about yourself, Super Meat Boy, and just a general who you are.
Yeah, sure. I've been making independent games for 10 years. I've worked on quite a few. Yeah, the ones you've mentioned are popular ones. I also worked on Gish, which was the IGF 2005 Grand Prize winner, and I also worked on Braid, but that was just art. I wasn't doing design, and a bunch of other stuff, mostly small freeware games.
So you started out with Flash. Do you still think that that was a really good choice for starting up and getting just experience learning games, or would you change the way that you started out?
No, when I started out with Flash in 2001, when I actually like 2000, I was told by many other programmers that it was a joke, that it wasn't something that would ever become popular or useful in game development in any way. And anybody who programmed in Flash or made Flash games was called a script kiddie and wasn't taken seriously, and I swore up and down that it seemed like that Flash had the potential to be something really groundbreaking and something that could just take all these kind of these kids, these young programmers, because it was more accessible, and just allow them to make whatever they wanted with ease. And it happened, and then within 6 years, Flash games went from this very underground tool almost that was just used for minor interactive things on websites, and suddenly it became a game making tool that people could actually make money off of. And by 2006, you could actually start getting sponsorships, and making this kind of big explosion of Flash games, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. Actually, I think it's leveled out at this point. But yeah, I would still recommend that if you're starting out, to start in Flash, because it's a pretty easy tool to use, and it's very versatile. I mean, to the point where the last game that I made, which is my second most successful game, Binding of Isaac, was made in Flash entirely. I wouldn't recommend making a game that big in Flash, especially AS2, which was what the program that I worked with Florian programmed it in, because it does have its limitations, and it got to the point where the game was so large that it was constantly crashing. But either way, it's a great starting point for any kind of developer, and I do not regret it, and I highly praise it. And regardless of the development tools that you have at your disposal with it, I still will always use it for my art, because it's a really great art tool to use as well, and it does just a lot. It does everything, and it complements my style really well too.
Well, you mentioned sponsorships. How did you